Alright, what's up everybody? We are back for a new episode of Prison Break Season 4, episode number 10, which is titled The Legend. I think we just saw the legend last episode. Bellic, Jesus Christ, man. What an episode that was, honestly. We had two character deaths. One that I still feel a little skeptical about, of course, being the one that I just mentioned. Although, you know, I don't know. I don't want to necessarily, like, ruin the moment either, right? Like, my skepticism can sometimes kind of get in the way of that. And it's funny because my little brother is a massive Prison Break fan. And he he just watches all my reactions. You know, he's been, like, editing basically the majority of them, too. But he was kind of talking about the fact how, like I'm kind of ruining a moment like that with my own skepticism, I guess, right? Just not wanting to believe that that's actually how he goes out. And I mean, I don't know what happens. I don't know if this truly is it for him, right? I mean, the situation was looking pretty damn dire. I'm not going to lie. Dude was literally about to get flooded, right? And so the simple question is, where did the pipe lead, right? Or where was the water going to go? You know, I mean, maybe he'll be able to get out somewhere, you know, near a sewer or fucking dam or whatever, right? Well, if it's a dam and he makes a massive drop, that's not to be hoped either, I will say, but I don't know, you know, I really, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. Like, it just would not shock me that we do see Bellic, like, show up again, even though it may not be this episode, and it may not be the next one, you know, but, like, he'll just eventually show himself. It doesn't, of course, discount anything. Even if he does end up to still be alive, it does not discount anything from the absolutely heroic act that he performed. And, I mean, again, for all I know, we're actually never going to see him again, and this really was it, right? That would be honestly crazy. And then I'm going to just kind of, I guess, realize that, yeah, by a couple episodes in, at that point where I'm like, oh, we haven't seen him anymore. Well, damn. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, yeah, maybe this really... At that point, it really was it, right? But we've seen, I mean, we've literally seen, of course, with Sarah, that there can be moments like that in this show, right? Where, like, characters seem dead, and they seem dead for so long, and then they still come back. And so, you know, the fake outs like that have, of course, trained me to think in that kind of way, even though I naturally already kind of do. But yeah, I don't know. I think that, although we technically haven't seen the eyes close on Wyatt either, right? With, like, Mahone throwing him into the water with the brick. I mean, there's no way he escapes that situation. I think we definitely said goodbye to Wyatt in that last episode. And so again, like, in that way, we had two major character deaths, you could say. And again, one that I'm skeptical a little bit about. But, yeah, like, that was definitely crazy to see. So Mahone got his revenge in the end. We, as our group, managed to, of course, yeah. Well, we're now going to be able to make our way through that pipe and stuff without getting affected by the water. That's the good news. But obviously, Bellic had to sacrifice himself to, well, in order for us to do so, you've got Gretchen essentially partnering up with Krantz, of course, the general. Yeah, is there anything else for me to touch on? Teabag has been covering up, like, the murder, you know, of that Andrew guy. I think that's what he was called, right? But yeah, he managed to come up with a great excuse to get away with that and have his own, like, superior or whatever not want the police to investigate, right? So, yeah, everything there is very, well, you know, we're managing to keep our own situation hush-hush, thankfully, right? So, can't wait to see where the rest of it goes, guys. For now, we're gonna dive into this new episode of Prison Break. If you enjoy my reactions to the show, you can, of course, get early access to the next bunch of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. Full-length reactions are being posted there too, and you can sign up for free and watch the next episode already right now as well. There's also a private phone call, one-on-one option if you'd like to watch your favorite show together with me. Talk to me in person and stuff, then you, yeah, can check out all the tiers over on Patreon. But for now, guys, let's dive into this new episode of Prison Break.
If you're killed while doing so, a proper funeral will be provided.
Gretchen has the rest of the pages. We can't go any further until she gives them back.
Wait. Actually, let me...
Doing so, a proper funeral will be provided.
If you're killed while doing so, a proper funeral will be provided. That's what he said. Obviously, that's very relevant here. That's what they're gonna do for Bellic, I guess, huh?
Why are we doing this again?
It's an insurance policy.
You put a gun on me?
Yo, you are not telling me they're gonna hold some kind of funeral for Bellic? And then, like, he shows up at his own funeral. He shows up at his own funeral, like, maybe afterwards they find out that he was still alive all along. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, fantasizing up all kinds of stuff already, but he may just be dead too. That's the thing, so I don't want to fucking constantly think in those directions, man. Damn. Wow.
If anything should happen.
Whole group actually defeated, even though they technically kind of, you know, made progress in their mission, I guess you could say.
So where's Brad's body now?
We have it on its way to the morgue, and it's at the cooler at Homeland Security where nobody could find it.
What?
You said if anything happened to us that we'd be returned to next of kin.
No, that's not exactly what I said.
No, that is exactly
No,
what
it
you
isn't
said.
exactly what I said.
Wait, so they did actually fucking retrieve it? Damn, dude, I'm genuinely shocked.
I'm dealing with enough stuff already, and I've had my ass.
Yeah, I thought you were actually talking about a proper burial. That's literally what you mentioned. That's why they pointed it out in the recap. Now you're talking about keeping him a John Doe.
If you want Scylla, and I assume you still do, Brad Bellick's body goes home to his mother.
Facts. The least he fucking deserves.
All right, all right.
You might as well be wiring her $1 million, honestly, while you're at it. Some compensation.
If you ever put your hands on me again, I promise you, okay, there's gonna be 2 bodies in the fridge. But I need...
Here this guy goes again, dude. You want to put the boxing gloves on? I got you. This dude is so... I can't stand this dude, honestly. Well, it's 50-50. I mean, I've told you this how many times now, but it's like sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't like him. I keep going back and forth. He constantly switches modes.
I heard you were dead.
Who told you that?
Little bird.
No.
It's awfully generous of you.
Company's moving Scylla to a bunker in Pennsylvania
When?
tomorrow.
You want to make sure to mention that, like on the phone, like
Okay.
right away, as soon as it
You know,
happens?
for an ex-employee, you sure seem to know an awful lot about current company.
Literally, like, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. Like, at this point, I don't know who she's actually working for anymore, man.
Don't get paranoid. I'm keeping one ear to the ground for your benefit, which is a really good reason to work with me and not against you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what? We got our pages. Let's go.
She's working for herself. That's what she is. Facial expression tells you plenty right there.
Perhaps we should call in David Baker. Just to be safe.
That won't be necessary. We can do this all in-house. And Scylla will be gone by morning.
Okay, you need a bunch of expertise, though, apparently.
Look at this. He kept a badge from the police benefit.
Wow.
When he was a CO in the Fox River, he failed the test to get into the academy 5 times.
Dude. Crazy, I would just like seeing them remember him and stuff already, man.
This is some sort of condensing unit. This is a plumbing part. It's called a P-trap. They're all completely dissimilar items. Logical design dictates they'd never be installed that randomly. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I love how this is naturally kind of Michael's field of expertise, though.
C-M-E. That's see me.
These letters don't make any sense if you think of them as symbols, but they do if you think of them literally.
Yeah. B is K. RDA. See me. What? Babe.
David Baker.
Oh.
But who besides you two would come up with something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point?
Who the fuck is David Baker?
But we're never gonna figure this blueprint out if we can't find the person who drew it. We need David Baker.
Yeah, I think we're seeing him right now.
Hello, darling.
Good morning. Here is your coffee, 1 sugar, 2 creams, and those fingerprints you ordered.
Gretchen's.
Yes. Gretchen
Oh.
Louise Morgan.
Oh, right.
I have a friend who works with the chips, but don't get too excited. There's not much there.
Well, what's that for? Just like insurance?
DOB 32977, Johnstown, West Virginia. Sister lives in Riverside. Daddy deceased. Award-winning equestrian, Iraq war vet. I'll be damned.
Oh, he literally just tracked all her personal details, huh? So what, he can hold those over her, or... he's always got collateral, I guess.
No mention of any of our friends?
I checked. No Schofield, no Burroughs, no Whistler.
Whistler? How do you know that name?
James Whistler? I heard Schofield mention him one day. Why? What's the big deal? Who is he?
Nobody. That'll be all for now.
He wasn't even expecting that name to pop up. Or is he like distrusting her now for some reason? I don't know what's going on exactly.
We've got at least 30 more yards to go past the water main before we get to the company building.
Wow.
Michael, see that? That looks like it could be some sort of obstruction in the tunnel.
And Bellick gets back to his mom.
Yeah, when we get Scylla, we're walking away from this crap.
Absolutely.
Yeah, don't you lose sight of that objective. Dude, Michael, this man, what's going on with him? He's still not being upfront, by the way, about what it actually is that he's supposed to have in that case, right? Because he keeps, of course, denying the fact it's the same thing as Mom had. Man.
You get him in the car.
Where are you gonna take him?
Hospital?
Yeah, at this point, you might as well fucking bury him with Bellick. Literally, set up 2 funerals while you're at it.
Listen to me, don't forget to use your fake ID at the hospital.
Shut the door.
Okay.
Obviously.
How long has Trish Ann been part of the organization?
Temp agency sent her over about a week before you got here.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at her application. I always make a point of checking out the background anyone who deals with my personal affairs.
Yeah.
I understand. I'll talk to HR. Today around noon.
Because who could she have heard about Whistler from, I guess, is what T-Bag is figuring, huh?
New franchises from Idaho, we gotta knock them out. I'd like to see some of that Cole Pfeiffer magic.
Abracadabra.
Hey, T-Bag can always put on the act, though. I don't think he's even nervous, honestly. He just... he just doesn't have the time for it right now, right? That's just what it is.
Are you a salesman?
Yes, indeed I am. What can I do for you?
Scylla is moving.
Come back.
Wow.
What exactly is the plan?
We wait. Okay, have you ever heard of noodling? Noodling is when a foolhardy bastard is looking for a prize catfish. Now, sometimes the catfish does live there, but sometimes he reaches in that hole and he finds a snapping turtle.
Well, you know, some people don't even have functioning hands. Like the person sitting literally opposite of you.
Schofield's your noodler.
Yes. And if he reaches into the company hole and he finds Scylla, we take it. We sell it to Fang. If he gets a turtle, well, not our hand. The contractors are here.
Except T-Bag apparently has a plan to fucking backstab you too, just like you, I think, do to backstab him. So, like, oh, dude. Bad guys will be bad guys.
We need some help.
I'm already providing my services white collar style. All right? Where's Pretty and the fat man?
Bellick's dead.
Damn.
We could joke about it, and I'll rip your tongue out.
Speak on it.
Mr. Freeling? Mr. Freeling.
Yes, that's...
Right. I'm freeling.
Has anyone in your family ever suffered from epilepsy, stroke, TIAs, any neurological disorder?
My mom. Okay. I was gonna say, is he gonna have to lie about that too? But no, he's actually speaking the truth.
Jimmy, take this gentleman back to Bay 4.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's getting all the more convinced that he's just got the exact same thing, though, right? I mean, he must have.
The plates and the facility are ready to print as much currency as we need at any time.
Wow.
Actually, there's been a bit of a problem. Dismantling the security surrounding Scylla is a bit tricky. It may take longer than we thought.
I can make this happen right now.
So are we going to be able to catch him in the act? Like, are we going to be able to show up in time?
Go get David Baker.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Hello, I'm looking for a Mr. David Baker.
He's not taking any new projects right now.
Yeah, I think he's already literally just now been called off. I don't think he's here anymore. It's a fancy fucking house, by the way. Glass windows and everything. Well, glass windows are pretty normal, but full on. You get what I'm saying?
Are you familiar with a project called Scylla?
Wow.
I'm working.
This man would like to talk to you. About Scylla?
Ooh.
Your company?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I'm in logistics, and
I'd like to ask you some questions about your original design.
Well, this is kind of panning out beautifully because he was just contacted about it, but simultaneously, he might realize something is off because Mahone does not even know about that. So Mahone is not even going to ask him anything further. He's just going to ask him specific questions.
Been a long time since I thought about that. Be lucky to remember anything.
Wait, or is my man actually getting called literally right now? He didn't even fucking pick up yet? He said it with a smile on his face. Yeah, I was actually kind of wondering what actually is beyond here, though. Had they already discovered what was?
That wall's gotta come down.
Unless you got a better idea.
Okay.
Taking out the sledgehammer. Oh no!
What was that?
Don't tell me that's a fucking trap or something. Device beeping. Yeah, at this point, you take your foot off, it might explode.
Some kind of explosive.
Dude.
Then shouldn't I be dead?
No, not as long as you... Not as long as you stay right there where you are.
If you move, you will be.
Yup. Oh my god, man. Hey, well... Damn. Yeah, no, we need to play something on it, I guess, in that case.
You heard of Fox River? Maybe we could talk about it over dinner. I got a gift card to the Red Lobster over off the interstate.
I never thought the guys would be so sad for Brad Bellick.
Uh-huh.
A lot of things have changed since Fox River.
Oh, yeah. It's great. I mean, out of all the people, him making that 180 that he did might have been the most unexpected or like the biggest sort of character change that we've seen happen over the course of the show.
Kevin Freeling?
Yeah, no, I don't think she's as hopeful as she's letting up. Obviously, she's trying to keep Michael, you know, going strong, but Michael might have a point. It's better not to know.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Are they gonna have results straight away too, though? I do recall with Walter White that it took a couple of weeks for his like actual results to come in.
A community living entirely in harmony.
How close is it to becoming reality?
Well, it's a matter of opinion. People look at something like this and they think it's impossible.
It does sound utopian.
How long have you been working for them?
I came in '94.
I was never good at collecting a paycheck. Always freelance. Partially retired all the time. I like to finish a job and then move on. Put it in the past.
Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say he might not really appreciate you showing up. He might have worked for the company forcefully.
I was hoping that you would help me figure out what should really appear on those blueprints. As of right now, they don't mean much.
Didn't you read the legend?
Sure.
Oh.
But we still had a lot of trouble.
It should be pretty clear with that.
You're not company.
I mean, the good news here is he might not be, you know, he might be cool with that. He might not really like the company all that much.
Stay calm.
Calm? You just said I'm standing on a ball.
We'll work it out.
You think Richard set us up?
Ooh, yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Go with me.
Coming with me or through that glass. Choose.
This is a place of business.
That's kind of the question, right? Did she know about that or didn't she?
Gate allows us to find the pathway to personal freedom. Define our boundaries. See past them. Let me tell you a story about the founder of this great program.
Okay, we're gonna see him give that presentation after all, huh?
Years back, I was providing volunteer leadership in a local penitentiary. I worked with the head guard, a big, burly bull named Brad. Mean as the devil.
Wait. Even you are gonna be remembering him fondly?
And one day, Brad said to me, Cole, I want you to get out of here. I want you to get out of here right now, because I can tell you're a man who loves freedom. And I said, well, what about you, Brad? I recently got the news that he had passed away. And where was he? Still in that prison. Still in the captivity of negativity. Nah.
That's kind of a yo, dude. Even T-Bags, like, is he genuinely tearing up here?
Stand by your glasses steady and drink to your comrades' eyes. Here's a toast to the dead already, and hurrah for the next to die.
Yeah, I guess man for a second there forgot about all the, you know, the tensions and the betrayals and the this and that, you know, like, let's just think about the good old days, back when he was still my prison guard, already treating me, of course, like a piece of shit, but, you know, a lot more commenced since.
I told the triage nurse that I was your wife.
That's a nice ring.
Yeah.
Are you Kevin Freeling?
Yes.
Man, like that idea.
It'd be best if you could rest where you could be monitored. After that, we'll determine what the best course of action is.
How long will it take to get the results?
A couple of hours, but we'll get you in a room before then.
You know what?
Dude, that's a question, right? Like, what the hell are they actually building up to here, man? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, either he's gonna hear the bad news that he's already very much expecting, and that, like, you know, he has a limited time to live, and, you know, like, this disease has come for him now too, I guess, right? Yeah, or they're just gonna shock us all and basically be like, oh yeah, no, you know, it's nothing serious or whatever, right? Like, I'm honestly kind of leaning towards the latter. That it's gonna turn out like that, but it's almost impossible with his amount of times that he's fainted and had nosebleeds. Like, that's gotta be the sign of something serious, right? But so, is it something serious that could still be, like, treatable in a really easy way or something? I don't know.
I stay out of the politics. It was a job. I specialized in security engineering. The Scylla project was a choice assignment, so I took it.
I told you what it was, didn't I? Now you wish that you'd never helped them, but you're trapped. You're trapped like I was.
You talk like it's all in the present.
It is.
Yeah, it's still ongoing, my guy. They've been using Scylla, apparently. Literally up until now. All thanks to you. So, is your conscience going to start playing with you, and are you gonna join the light side?
I know you want to move on. I'm not...
Oh, shit.
Forget the charitable city of the future and worry about the world that you live in right now, David.
What they did, what they're doing, it's not my fault.
Yo, they're gonna kill this guy right in front of Mahone before he can even say anything, dude. This guy could be our greatest asset right now. He could literally tell us what Scylla is already and stuff. But here they are showing up already, the company.
He went to run some errands. He should be right back.
It's this car in a driveway, isn't it?
Just a moment. I'll go call him on his cell.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Requested Southeast door.
Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Not what I had considered, but he literally left clues to find him, right? So eventually he wanted to repent or to have somebody find out and for him to be able to aid him.
These look a lot like JZ-33 anti-personnel blast mines. Back in Fallujah, the Mooj used to bury them outside their firm base.
We'll get rid of them.
Like, it's that easy.
Your weight is evenly distributed across the pressure plate, and you haven't engaged the firing pin. You can't move an inch.
Damn.
Well, my idea is that he moves an inch. That way I can get to the hole and I can dismantle the firing pin. Right now he's standing on it and I can't do anything.
No, Lick, llama a tu hermano. Voy a estar en esta pendeja aquí esperando.
It doesn't, like, go off immediately?
It's my brother.
Michael.
Let's go. Sir.
Not leaving, are you? I know who you are. And I'm not going to turn you in. My concern is for what's going on with your health.
For real?
They aren't here for you. And I'm telling you, in your condition...
Thank you, doctor. I appreciate your help.
Damn, yeah, he's not gonna trust you on your word, though. I can't blame him for that. What the fuck are those cops here for? Yeah, if you're concerned about him, you can just call him with the results afterwards, though. You know what I mean? Like, he can still come back.
I was working with Bagwell. He's been compliant as hell. I thought that I would make him happy. He wanted to talk about Gretchen Morgan.
Right, and what happened?
And I slipped up. I mentioned Whistler.
Wow.
I don't want you to do something that you don't want to do. You're a good age. I mean, we could reassign
No, that is
Wow.
not it. Look, I can handle this. I'm just kicking myself.
Dude, for how long has this even been the case? I missed something?
Ego is the only reason I coded my name into those blueprints. I don't feel guilty about anything.
Oh.
What?
There's a damn minefield down there.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Secret's in trouble. He's standing in a mine. We need to deactivate it.
Yeah, this guy right here might literally be the key to figuring out how we can not get the bombs to go off.
They're here, David.
Man.
What do they want from me?
They're moving Scylla, protecting it. Everything you did for them, they want you to do it again.
Yep.
I've known about you for 6 months.
Really?
Ever since somebody stole those plans from the company. It will never work. You won't get past the first wall.
What's gonna stop me, huh? The minefield?
Exactly, I think.
Don't tell them.
Man. Damn, Mahone just forced to leave him behind.
We've got him. Sweep the area.
Dude, this ain't looking good. My man is literally cornered. Wow.
There's a dirt road at the bottom of the hill. It'll take you out.
Oh.
Just go. He won't help you. That will.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that's the legend right there. They gave it to him.
We're wasting time. I gave you a semi-professional assessment. What's wrong? You don't trust me, Fernando?
No.
Why should he?
Yeah.
Because we all want the same thing.
Yeah, the problem is you want it for yourself. You know, that's a pretty big, I don't know, big thing to keep in mind.
Look, I am offering to do you a massive favor here. If that thing blows while I'm pulling the pin, he loses a leg. I lose a face.
That's true. That's true. She is standing in the vicinity.
Take a deep breath, okay? Keep your weight even.
Oh, man.
And I need you to shift slowly so I can get to the pin.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, are we sure Mahone is not going to be able to have some final information come in last second here that's going to help us?
This is a line of JZ-33 landmines buried 80 millimeters underground, about 7 feet from the outer wall. That must be what Link was talking about.
Yep.
It says manual override only.
Manual override only. What does that mean?
Conventional attempts to dismantle the JZ-33 will activate the Scylla alarms.
Ooh.
This isn't just a landmine. This is,
It's a fucking notification.
This is an alarm.
Yeah.
I can't sit here all night. You ready?
Gretchen, you have no idea. Like, even she doesn't know. Even she doesn't know that this is gonna get her busted too. Yeah, but they can't. Didn't they not have signal?
You know what to do.
They don't have signal because they're fucking on the ground. Oh my god. My man dove in there like it was a theme park ride.
Stop! Stop! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Yo, it's beeping even faster.
There's a manual override. It'll cut the power long enough for you to step off without removing the pin.
Oh.
How do you know for sure?
I found David Baker.
Why is that thing so erratically beeping though?
So Chris, step off.
Oh my god.
You can do it. You only have 20 seconds. Come on. I can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Michael and I figured it out. We all don't have to die. I'll do it alone. Nobody's gonna die today. Step off.
Yo. At this point, you're not getting this man to fucking walk away ever anymore. Damn, dude. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Now I feel like breathing a sigh of relief.
What's behind this wall?
Scylla.
for real? Oh, shit. Is that thing Scylla? Looks fancy as fuck. Like modern art.
I'm about to go to the airfield. We're gonna ship Brad's body off to his mother.
We've got his things here.
Where is he?
Over here.
Wait, are they gonna say goodbye to it? Oh. Man. They got him in a suit and everything. Wow. Can't believe it, man.
His mom will appreciate that.
Honestly, with all the theorizing I did at the, the intro for this episode, like, I'm still a little shocked that this was, in fact, the outcome.
Mrs. Bellick, this is Fernando Sucre.
Huh. Say what you want, but, like, dude really was, yeah. I mean, he made such an amazing comeback over all these seasons. When you think about, again, how he started versus, like, what he sort of became or whatever, right? I mean, dude, I honestly hated his guts early on, but he definitely started to prove himself, and he literally valued the team over himself by the end of it, right? Which is still, yeah, to me, like an insane thing to think about.
I'm sorry to hear about your friend, but that's admirable work, volunteering with a bunch of criminals like that.
We're all the same, really.
Here's the application you requested for the desk girl. You have a good night, Cole.
Right, because basically she's literally been planted here for such a long... Wait, what did he say? She came in a week before him? Is that actually what he said? Yeah, I think so, right? Okay, so she wasn't planted here for a necessarily super long time, but still, she was planted here before, by herself.
Hello?
Ooh.
Hello?
Huh.
The bad news is that there are both weight and microphonic sensors here and here that will alert company security to the presence of any breathing human being that weighs more than 2 pounds.
Wow, you literally can't make a sound? Well, you can't even breathe, apparently. You just can't be there.
The first challenge is getting around that wall, and then we can worry about crossing the floor.
Without touching it. In silence.
It's complicated.
Yeah, now I definitely get why it's such an undertaking to move it in the first place, obviously, right? Everything that the general talked about. That's an elaborate setup.
Brad didn't die in vain. We can make this work.
Is she waiting for the results, or did she get him?
That was the neurologist.
Oh.
You have a hypothalamus hamartoma. It's really rare. You were probably born with it. And the doctor feels that you need surgery.
2 days. That's what I need.
Tomorrow.
Damn.
Otherwise, you could die and there's no alternative.
Wow. Okay, well, so he is on the clock. Good news is that it's savable, I guess. So he is savable, but at the cost of the mission. Damn, dude. Alright, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, and of course, you can get early access to the next bunch of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up for free and watch the next episode already right now. So, I'll see you there.